Tribe, how you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15, Episode 1, Part 1. It was a 2-hour premiere. I'm breaking it up into 2 parts because if not, this review would be an hour long. So, Part 1. So, y'all know we have the entrances of the queens. So, let me just go down the list of who walked in the room. So, we have Irene Dubois from Seattle. She describes her... her drag is very sci-fi-esque. She has this whole bodysuit with like horns coming off of it. She looked beautiful coming into the room. She said she's been doing drag for 10 years. And Bosco is her drag sister. So if you remember Bosco's brand of drag, it's that, you know, it's that off the beaten path, but she looked beautiful coming in. She is very sarcastic though. I definitely can see where maybe her humor might rub some people the wrong way, but cool. Then we had Lux Laura London from New Jersey. Baby, she's only been doing drag for a year and a half, and she came in. I'm gonna be honest, I did not like her makeup. I thought her makeup was hideous. It was very basic, but she wasn't the only one. We'll get to more. But I did not like her makeup, and she was bragging about this wig that she kept saying. First she said it was 22 inches, then she went to 40 inches. I'm here to say I don't think it was either. It was closer to 22 than it was 40, but it damn sure wasn't 40. We had Aurora Mayari. I hope I'm saying that right. She's from Nashville. Gorgeous queen. But out of drag, muscular, you know. She has proclaimed herself Butch of the season. I don't know about all that, but definitely came in its black number, looked beautiful. Then we have Marsha from New York. Has only been doing drag for 1 year, and again, makeup very basic. Like, you're a very pretty boy. I don't see drag. Okay, and the judges didn't either later on in the episode, but that's down the line. We had Anita, I hope I'm pronouncing that correct, from Las Vegas, and a self-proclaimed stunt queen. Said she does all the stunts, you know, the dips and whips and backflips and splits and all of that. We have Malaysia Baby Doll from Miami. Is a celebrity makeup artist. Malaysia has done makeup for Trina and for the City Girls, and things of that nature. We have Princess Poppy, who is a TikTok star, went viral on TikTok during the Panty Grammy. That seems to be the theme this season. I think they didn't want to go so far as to call it a social media versus traditional situation, but there are a lot of queens that got their start on TikTok or social media. Lux Laura is one as well, Princess Poppy, and then we're going to see a few more. And again, I'm not mad about it because I think that's the world we live in today. Like, things change and evolve, and people, it's kind of like when you think about the music industry, and you have artists who had to beat the pavement and go door to door and try to sell their demo and go through all of these harsh like ways to try to get their music out there. And then you have the artists today who just put their stuff on SoundCloud, who just make mixtapes and have become, you know, millionaires and have become, you know, these big time artists, never having to go through that step. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's different. But I definitely see where that's going to be a conflict this season, where you're going to have the drag queens who said, listen, I've been beating the pavement. I've been doing clubs, and I've been having to do this, and this to build up my reputation and build up my name. And now we got this chick over here who, you know, sitting in her living room playing in makeup, you know, and here she is with me. So I definitely see where that's going this season, and I'm here for it. Like I said, I see both sides of the coin. I definitely understand where the seasoned queens are coming from, and I do think there's something to be said that you have honed your talent and you've been around other queens who've been able to help you and help you, or, you know, challenge you one way or the other. So I definitely see that. Then we have my girl Sasha Kobe. Let me tell you something. listen, Sasha Kobe is going to give these girls the business. She seems, I don't mean that she's a bitch or nothing like that. She seems very nice. But we talking about former Miss Continental. If you have ever, just Google her. Go look at some of her videos on YouTube. Sasha Kobe is here for it. She is a performer. She's going to give it to you, right? And she is gorgeous. She is, Kobe from last season. She's her drag mom, which they talked about that last season. Of course, she's from LA. So then all of a sudden we see, who was it from season 2 come in that had the whole alien thing? Oh God, I'm so mad that the name is escaped me. So everybody was like, oh my gosh, is this somebody stealing her look, or is it her? Is she coming back into the competition? What's going on? So then the person slowly zips down their costume and shows themselves, and baby, they are it's Ariana Grande, the real Ariana Grande. She is in the workroom, and of course, everybody's losing their mind. Most importantly, I believe it was Marsha who says that Ariana Grande is her muse, or was it? It might have been Princess Poppy, one of them two, child. So she starts telling them how she really wanted the opportunity to come back because the first time she did Drag Race, she was exhausted, and she feels like she didn't really take in the full experience. She feels like she didn't really give the best feedback, and she wasn't fully present, and so she wanted to do it again. And I was like, okay, girl. So Ru then comes in and talks to the ladies, and greets everybody and everything. And then we find out that the first mini challenge is a throwback to season 1, where they had to take the photographs. I was gonna say the photography, but anyway, take the photographs with the water, the Pit Boys, they're washing the car, doing the whole car wash thing, right? So they go through taking their pictures, and the first winner of the mini challenge is Irene Dubois. And her, like I said, she was gorgeous coming into the workroom, and her picture was gorgeous. I find it funny that Irene has been giving Lux Lore the business about this wig the whole time. She has been ragging her the whole time about this wig, about it not being 40 inches. And it was funny because when all of that stuff finally comes in, she pulls out a wig and she says, look, what do you think this is? And Lux was like, what, a wig, 40 inches? She was like, yeah, let's measure it. So then she finally concedes that, okay, this might not be a 40-inch wig, but it's my 40-inch wig. No, girl. Saying that it's yours doesn't make it true. It's still not 40 inches. But again, like I said, Irene is that type of person where she just wasn't going to let that thing go until Lux accepted and admitted that that wig was not a 40-inch wig, child. She wasn't letting that thing go. Then we find out that the Maxi Challenge is the talent show, right? They're calling it one night only, and it is a talent show. They not only have to do their talent, but they have to do an original choreographed routine. And we see them heading off to start doing this choreography. Now listen, we immediately get into a pissing match about the choreography. We immediately get into, who can and who can't, who knows how to make, put it together a routine. And nobody was letting up. And it's funny to me how they were fighting over who was going to be in charge of the choreography, where a lot of times we have people that are like, I don't want to be in charge because if it gets screwed up, then people are going to be able to throw me under the bus. So I can appreciate that people were like, I don't care about being thrown under the bus because I know that my dance moves are just that good. But it was Aurora, and I believe that was, I'm sorry, y'all, I'll be getting Princess Poppy and Marsha mixed up, but I believe it was one of the two of them, child. And they just kept, it was Marsha. And they just kept going back and forth. And finally, Sasha Kobe, who we know can put together a routine as well. Malaysia was like, listen, can somebody make up a decision? Because I'm not great at choreography and I don't need this confusion in my life. I don't need the back and forth. I need somebody to make a decision and we need to stick by it. We need to move forward, right? Now, while that's going on, they have thoroughly cleaned out the workroom. They have shut the workroom down. And now we have the next set of queens coming in. Now, the first set of queens clearly knew that this was going to be a they were going to split the a double premiere. Basically, they thought they were going to do like they've done in the past, where they have a whole episode that's just the one, and then a whole episode that's just the second set. But we found out that that's not quite how it went this season. Now, they did still break it up into part 1 and part 2. Maybe I will make this one long video, because child, we're just going to keep going, child. Anyway, so while that was going on, they started bringing in the next set of queens, because this year we have 16 queens altogether, y'all. A lot of queens we starting off with. So the next set of queens goes as follows. Yeah, it was. I wrote it down. Marsha, and Aurora. Okay. Satina Estides. Selena Estides. She is, yeah, I'm working out. She is from LA. She's very comedic. She has this whole like homegirl Balicua vibe, you know, very Latina, very, you know, that vibe. Her look was cute. We had Amethyst, who came in. She's from Connecticut. Now, she described herself as a mean girl, very comedic. Again, a TikTok star. She's only been doing drag for 2 years. Jax from New York. I ain't write a whole lot about Jax. Very athletic is what I wrote about Jax. Then we had Lucy Hedora. I hope I said that right. From Connecticut. There's a lot of Connecticut. She's a host. She's been doing drag for 12 years. And she's like the hostess with the mostest in Connecticut. She does all of the clubs in Connecticut. Everybody knows her. Very, very popular. So, of course, Lucy and Amethyst know each other. Then we have Mistress LaBelle Brooks from Texas. And baby, Mistress she is a full figure queen, honey. And she came in there on these little video heels, and you know, they clowned, okay? They clowned her about them heels. But Mistress is one of those people that's like, listen, I'm going to dog you when you're wrong. I'm going to tell you when you're wrong, but I'm going to help you get it together. Because later on, one of the queens' wig was lifting. And she talked about that wig not being all right. But then she gave her some glue, and she helped to get it together. And she said, listen, I'm never going to criticize you without helping you out, without offering you some help. Like, but I'm going to let you know that is wrong. I'm going to let you know that you screwed it up. But I'm definitely going to offer you the help. But she's another one that's kind of side-eyeing some of these younger queens, some of these, you know, queens who are from TikTok that ain't really put in the work. She's side-eyeing them, too. Then we have Robin Fierce, honey. She's from Connecticut as well. Business queen. Her aesthetic is very, you know, I'm coming into the workroom. I wrote, oh, she's beautiful. And there seems to be some sort of a past between her and Amethyst. I feel like they dated once upon a time. The impression I get is that maybe once upon a time, child, they was knocking, you know, they was knocking wigs, okay? And I guess before the season's over, we'll get the story. Because she said, if you want to know the story, it has Amethyst. And I feel like before the season's over, we'll get that story, honey. But there is definitely a past between the two of them, okay? Sugar and Spice are the first RuPaul Drag Race twins. They, again, are off of TikTok. They went viral on TikTok. They're from New York. I don't know how I feel about them because they're very green once again. It took them forever to get into drag when it was time to get into the Maxi Challenge. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how long they last. We'll see how long they last. Now, they did their mini challenge. Their mini challenge was a photo shoot. And it was from season 2. It was the crotch rocket where they were on the motorcycle with the wind blowing. And that is why your wig being on correctly was very important for this particular group of queens. Now, Sugar, again, that's the one that had to get help with getting her wig put on. But Spice decided that she wasn't going to fool with her wig coming off. She was just going to put on take her wig off and put a shower cap on. And Rue was like, girl, what? She was like, yeah, I mean, I'm just something different. She was like, but you do realize that this is a hair challenge. Like, the wind is supposed to be blowing your hair. And she was like, yeah, but I'm just different. And Ru was like, I mean, it's a choice. See, when somebody tells you it's a choice, translate, not a good one. Translate, not a good choice. I'm just telling you. Now, I'm just telling you. Now, you can hear that if you want. You don't have to hear what I'm saying. And you ain't got to hear what Ru's saying. But I'm here to tell you. Somebody saying it's a choice don't mean it's a good choice. But I'm just letting you know. Okay. Now, Lucy won the mini challenge. Okay. Lucy won. And this was the end of part 1. Ru says, okay, for the maxi challenge, you're going to be doing a talent show one night only with original choreography. And now we're going to send you over to the stage area where you'll be practicing your choreo. And of course, that is when they ran into the first set of queens. And here's where I am going to do 2 videos because we're already at 16 minutes. So we're going to do the second part of the video, which is part 2 anyway. And I'll see you there. Peace.